So recently I've shared my opinion on the time to kill inside Black Ops 4, and unfortunately for me, my opinions don't lie in the popular opinion, to say the very least, and most people don't like the time to kill like me. Even though there's a good amount who do like the time to kill, still most people don't like the time to kill. And one thing I was very curious about is why they don't like the time to kill. Do they just flat out think it's too long, or is there something else about it? And sure enough, I actually came across the reason that was repeated over and over and over again why people didn't like the time to kill, and it wasn't just purely because it was just flat out too long. Because what I kept hearing by so many people in my comment section, and even just people making videos about it, is that the time to kill was just inconsistent. And at first I didn't really get what they were talking about, because as we know from Exclusive's Ace new video talking about how many bullets it takes to kill people inside this game, on average it just takes one more bullet than normal. That's how it is in this game, just one more bullet. And that's why I was very confused. But then I realized that's not the only factor playing in. The guns and how they shoot aren't the only things affecting how long it takes to kill people inside this game. And Treyarch deliberately actually made the time to kill inconsistent. The time to kill in this game, there's no way to argue it. The time to kill is just flat out inconsistent, and this was purposely done by Treyarch. And just to give you guys an example before we actually get into the reasons why it's actually inconsistent, let me actually give you the numbers on average for the assault rifles and SMGs to kill someone inside this game. So on average, an AR or assault rifle is going to kill someone in 4 bullets at close range and 5 bullets at long range, because it's close range and medium range are pretty much the same thing. So close and medium range are both 4 bullets to kill people with an AR. And then for an SMG, they have a close range of about 5 bullets on average, then a medium range for about 6 bullets, and then for a really long range about 7 bullets. That's just again the average for each of these guns. Of course, for each specific gun it's going to be different. There's a lot of variety inside this game between the guns, which is something they've stressed, but this is again just the average. But people have to remember that's not just the flat out time to kill in this game, or the amount of bullets it takes to kill you, because thing is, this can waver a lot in this game. Like, there are so many different ways you can shorten or even lengthen how many bullets it takes to kill people, and they all relate to things like where you're aiming, the equipment you choose, the specialists you choose, and even the attachments you choose on your gun. And this is something that I actually should have realized earlier, but it took me long enough. But people have to realize that this time to kill being inconsistent isn't always a bad thing. I mean, sometimes it's a bad thing, but not all the time. And one of the main reasons I don't think it's a bad thing, and when it's being inconsistent, is when we're relating to where you're shooting the enemy person, or just the enemy character. And this is where headshots come into play, because as a lot of you guys know, headshots in this game play a really big role, and if you get headshots, you're going to be very successful. If you can consistently hit them, you're just going to be so good at this game. Because just for an example, the cordite in this game takes 6 bullets to kill someone at close range, and that's, I mean, a lot of bullets, but it has a pretty high fire rate. But the thing is, if you get pure headshots, and this might have been nerfed, I'm not sure if this is still the case, but if you got pure headshots with the cordite, that gun could actually deal 56 damage for every bullet, which would actually just be cutting your bullets to kill from being 6 bullets to 3 bullets to kill somebody if you get pure headshots. And this also applies to the ICR. The ICR is a huge example, because normally if you're just getting pure body shots, you're going to take 5 bullets to kill even at close and medium range. But if you mix that in with some headshots, you can drop it down to 4 and even 3 shots to kill. And this, yes, makes the time to kill inconsistent, but this also rewards people who are accurate and people who are good at aiming for the head. And this is one way I see it as a good thing. When the time to kill is inconsistent like this, it's just flat out a good thing in my opinion. This is something that a lot of people bring up, because they say, hey, I shot at this guy first and then he went and killed me. And I do think that should happen. If you're shooting at their body and they snap onto your head, they should have an opportunity to win this, and that's one of the main reasons why this happens. But regardless, there's another reason this happens also, and why the time to kill can be shortened, and this is in your different guns attachments. And the best example is a Free Fire operator mod, because this can cut your time to kill into the fastest you've ever seen. The operator mod for the Spitfire, of course, that being the one that increases your fire rate to insane speeds, it could just make your time to kill so fast. Of course, there's a trade-off with accuracy, but if you're doing that, then the time to kill will be so much shorter. And this is something that we've seen it in the past, but it's never been a huge thing. Like, headshots has never been a huge thing, and of course, attachments have been big, but they haven't affected the time to kill this much. And this could cut your time to kill almost in half just based on the attachments you choose. And again, I see this as a good thing, that attachments, because attachments just flat out should improve your gun, and making the time to kill shorter is something that improves the gun. So I see this as a good thing. Same thing with headshots, because that's accuracy, and if you're good at aiming at heads, then you're going to be good at the game. And both of these I see as good things, because I just see them as good things. You can disagree, but I don't imagine most people will. But that's about where it ends, because the rest of the things I'm going to be talking about actually decreases your time to kill, and this is where a lot of people have a bad rap with the time to kill. And this is the main reason why I think people don't like the time to kill. Not only because of the time to kill being longer, but these things that increase it make it even worse, and it ruins the perception of it. And honestly, if these weren't in the game, I imagine the perception of the time to kill would be much more positive. But let's start off with the least bad one. This is something I personally don't have a problem with, but it can become a problem. And this is Crash's ability, because Crash has an ability to boost everyone on his team by 50 health, which will pretty much increase your bullets to kill you by 1, pretty much. I mean, there's some cases it'll be 2, but for the most part, it's just 1 more bullet to kill you. So if you did this to compare it to your normal time to kill if you're getting pure body shots, an AR at close range would take, instead of 4 shots to kill you, now it's taking 5 shots to kill you at close and medium range. And long shots are going to, instead of taking 5 shots, it's going to take 6 shots to kill you. And then for SMGs, instead of for its close range being 5 shots, it's going to jump up to 6 shots. Medium range jumping up from 6 shots to 7 shots. Long range is going to jump up to 7 shots to 8 shots. Now, personally, I don't have a problem with this, because this doesn't happen that often unless you have multiple crashes going up against them, and that happens pretty often. But that's personally why I don't really have a problem with Crash's ability. But of course, there's another one, and this is the main problem with the time to kill in this game, and absolutely destroys the perception of it, and that's none other than body armor. Because body armor pretty much does everything Crash's ability does. It's just 1 more bullet than normal that takes to kill you. No matter how much Treyarch pretends they fixed the problem, they didn't. Body armor is exactly the same. It takes 1 more bullet to kill people, so everything I just said about Crash's ability is still true. Instead of taking 5 shots to kill someone at long range with the AR, it's going to now take 6 shots. And then of course for close range or medium range for AR, instead of taking 4 shots, it's going to be 5 shots. And for SMG, instead of taking 5 shots at close range, it's going to jump up to 6. Then instead of medium range for its 6, it's going to jump up to 7. Long range is going to be 7. It's going to jump up to 8. And that's just a huge problem, because you get body armor every single time you spawn in. And this is the big difference between Crash's ability and body armor, because Crash only happens once or twice a game. But body armor, that happens almost every single, well, no, it almost is the wrong word to use. It just happens every single time you spawn in. You get to have this boosted health every single time you spawn in, and that is just ridiculous. The frequency of it is just disgusting, and that's why I have a huge problem with it compared to Crash's ability. But then there's something that I keep bringing up and nobody is bringing up also, but the thing is, you could stack body armor on top of Crash's ability, because I don't know, because it's stupid. So just imagine this: instead of taking 1 extra shot to kill you with body armor or Crash's ability, now it's going to take you 2 extra shots to kill people. And I see an example being used of this, I think in Ghost 619's video. He made a video just talking about the time to kill and showing examples of it. And of course, yes, most of them are extreme examples, but those are still not okay, because if you have body armor and Crash's abilities stacked on top of each other, your AR shots and even SMGs are even worse, but but for an AR, instead of taking 4 shots at medium or close range to kill someone, again pure body shots, it's now going to jump up to 6 shots to kill someone at close range with an AR. That is unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable. I mean, it's already unacceptable enough to have body armor every single time you spawn in, which is just so dumb that's still in the game, but to this to happen, to have it stacking on top of Crash's ability, is just ridiculous. 6 shots to kill someone at close range with an AR, and then it's long range, it's going to now take 7 shots to kill at long range. Again, unacceptable. And then it's even worse for SMGs, because instead of taking 5 shots at close range for SMGs, it's now going to jump up to 7 shots for close range. Ridiculous, unacceptable, disgusting. And then of course the medium range is going to be about 6 shots, now it's jumping up to 8 shots. Ridiculous. And then for long range, even though I guess you shouldn't be shooting long range with an SMG in the first place, but this is going to jump from 7 to 9 shots to kill people. Again, unacceptable. That's just ridiculous to see. Oh my gosh, imagine shooting someone 9 times in Call of Duty to kill people. Well, I guess we don't have to imagine, you can actually experience it, but regardless, I just wanted to bring up this because this is something that I see as a major problem, and this is the thing, because I don't think that the gunfights being inconsistent is a bad thing, because again, like I said, headshots are a good thing, attachments increasing your time to kill, or I guess decreasing the time to kill, is again a good thing, and I think most people agree with that. And I know some people may not like Crash's ability, but it doesn't happen that often, so I don't have a personal problem with it. But when body armor is brought into the whole thing and stacking that on top of Crash's ability, it's just ridiculous, and this is a major problem with the game right now. And they are just, Treyarch just do not agree with us. They think body armor has to stay in the game, and I don't understand why they think that's the case. It's just so bad. And the thing is, if body armor wasn't in the game, I could probably guarantee you, I'd bet you money that the perception of the time to kill would be so much better if body armor was not in the game. But body armor ruins everybody's perception of the time to kill, and it just makes it that much more annoying, because for people that it's just been playing Call of Duty for every single Call of Duty before this, or at least some of them, they're used to a faster time to kill, but then they jump onto this one and it's longer, but I think the adjustment would happen. But the thing is, nobody is going to be okay with having 2 extra shots kill someone every single time they go up against them. It's just not fun. Nobody likes dealing with body armor, and it just ruins time to kill for everybody, because I honestly believe that the time to kill is a good thing. I think the time to kill increase is a good thing. Now, I don't think every Call of Duty going forward should be like this, but the Call of Duty that this is, Black Ops 4, it should have a time to kill like this. And honestly, I'd love to see Treyarch continue this, and they can have that in their game, and then if any more could change their time to kill, and Sledgehammer Games could do whatever they want. But regardless, I do think time to kill is a good thing. I still stand where I am with this. I still think time to kill is a good thing, but I think body armor just destroys the perception of it and makes it that much worse. And especially when you have stacking body armor and Crash's ability, it just ruins it even more, because you have people sharing these clips of somebody filling someone with 6 bullets or even 7 bullets and it's not killing them, or I guess it'd be 6 bullets because then it would not kill them, or 5 bullets and then wouldn't. But regardless, you guys know what I mean by this. But anyways, that's all I gotta say here. I just wanted to share this with you. I wanted to explain why the gunfights are inconsistent and why the time to kill, I still like it. Even though the gunfights are inconsistent, I still like the time to kill, because it's not the time to kill's fault that the body armor is in the game. Body armor ruins the perception of it. It just destroys everything for it. But anyways, I would love to see how this game would be received and how the time to kill would be received if there was no body armor in it. And I think this thing has kind of died down because Treyarch tried to hide the problem, but they really kept it in there. But anyways, I'm just going to continue rambling if I just don't end the video here, but I would love to hear what you guys think about this. What do you guys think about body armor? Of course, I know what you guys think about it, but you know, I still love to hear what you guys can play about body armor, because I love agreeing with people when they say body armor is trash. But regardless, that's about it for me. If you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead, do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and especially bell. And I would really consider subscribing and belling and all that normal stuff, because we may see something happen very special on this channel very soon. But anyways, that's about it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream or video.